so we're gonna frown.
Can't even.
Can't even. Frown on demand.
That's called a trough.
The trough, like the little valley that's at the bottom. So that would be.
I have a valley, guys.
Valley.
There's a valley.
Tiny.
So we're gonna fill
Tiny.
it.
It is another vlog, another day. It's actually a beautiful day outside. I'm looking at no snow on the ground, so that is a great sign. It means that spring is here and summer is coming, and that just sounds so good. I did want to give you guys a little bit of an intro before this video because last week's video was actually not supposed to be a prank video as it turned out to be. So I didn't really have an intro for that, so I've decided to give you a little context here. I did get Botox and fillers done. It's been about like a month now and nobody noticed. Again, nobody noticed. Nobody. No one on Instagram, my family, my boyfriend. So if you guys have not checked out that prank video, go check it out because seeing their reaction is actually really hilarious. They've seen me with no makeup, they've seen me with makeup, they've seen me in every sort of light and nobody noticed. So that was pretty crazy. I did want to tell you guys that I did pay for my treatment and I also did a lot of research before selecting going with Peau Montreal. I had a lot of questions and hesitations going into getting this done. For a while, I actually was against getting Botox and fillers. It took me a while to get on board and we went very, very, very minimally, which is why nobody noticed. But I had to find a doctor that was also in line with what I wanted, and Dr. Khanna was the perfect doctor for me. He did not want to change my face at all. He wanted to just enhance a little bit, but we went so minimal and I'm so thankful because a lot of doctors you see will do botch jobs and that's what I was terrified of. Let's get into the video. And if I have not answered by the end of the video, if I have not answered every question that you have, please leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to get back to you guys. All right, let's get into it. We're getting pictures done right now for before and after. See these lines? This is what we're taking care of today in this dark valley. So hopefully I won't have these tired, because no matter what I do, I always have these tired puffy eyes. So right now, Jess is just applying a little bit of lidocaine to kind of numb where we're gonna be doing some of the injections.
Okay, look up.
Because the injections are gonna be pretty close to my eye because we're filling this valley here. We were strongly encouraged to do some numbing. Warning, anyone who does not like needles, do not watch this video. Yeah, we should have said that at the beginning.
Okay, it's not gonna hurt. 1, 2, and 3.
I was really nervous about that one. Because you see like a
Close
needle
to the
coming
eye.
into your eye,
Yeah.
but that one, that really didn't hurt at all.
Definitely helped.
That's
with that.
insane.
I love under eye filler.
What, you can see right away?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's mental.
I look like I have a black eye. It's crazy.
Now I know some of the questions that you guys probably have are the same as what I had before, so I wanted to go over those, like how much does it cost, does it hurt, you know, how long does it last, that kind of stuff. Why did I decide to do Botox and filler? It's something that I had been thinking about for a while. I was really curious about it. What did I have done? So I had filler put right here, and then we did a little bit of Botox here and here. And then we just added a little bit of fullness to my cheeks. I was very insecure and very self-conscious about my dark circles, first and foremost. When I would look down like this, I would have a huge dark circle. It looked like I got punched in the eye. And especially when you're on camera all the time, like I was always trying to cover that up with makeup. And when I'm traveling to hot climates, I don't always want to be wearing that much makeup. So I wanted to just kind of fill that gap, or fill that, they call it a valley or a trough. So I wanted to fill that a little bit. So that's what I went in for initially. Again, I used such a minimal amount of everything just because it's my first time doing it. I wasn't sure how my body was gonna react. And I wanted to just more so test. When I smile, I have all of these creased lines right here, and they were a lot worse before. So makeup would kind of get creased in there a lot. So what he did was you put a shot of Botox right here. And I was a little bit nervous about that one because he's like, don't move because it's like right in your eye. puts it right here, and that kind of relaxes the muscle right here to crease less. Just doing that, I didn't realize how immediate the results of filler were. My best friend was with me and she was like, holy crap, like right away, you can see the difference from this side to this side. But you are still swollen. So I did get a little bit of a bruise right here. It just looked like a freckle. And it does take about like week to 2 weeks to like fully settle in. Now it's been 2.5 weeks and I went back yesterday for my follow-up just for them to see, check it out, see how it went, because we went super minimal with the injections because I didn't want to change my face at all. That was super important to me. I did not want to look any different. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on stories now, I've been posting more and more stories with no filter at all because I wanted to see if anyone would notice. And I've also just been feeling more confident that I don't need a filter. It doesn't hurt at all. If you are very sensitive to pain, which I think that my tolerance for pain is pretty high, you can put numbing cream on for here. Because it's so close to your eye, I was like, okay, fine, let's put numbing cream. And they had initially started to put it on for here, and I asked them to wipe it off because I really wanted to feel what the pain would be like so that I could properly tell you guys. It really just feels like a pinch. Next thing that I think is really important to mention is the difference between Botox and filler, because they were telling me a lot of time people come in and they say, oh, like I need Botox, like I need to get my lips done. And then, you know, at the clinic, they're like, okay, well, that's actually filler. So people don't really know the difference. And this might sound like super simple to some of you, but if you don't know the difference, Botox is meant to relax muscles, whereas filler is meant to fill up what is missing. So for the crease lines, like for your frown lines and stuff like that, like that's where I got Botox right here. And then the places that you do filler, really popular area to get it done is right here. But he was saying a lot of people, go overboard with it. We didn't put very much, especially in the filler, a lot of people use more than one syringe. We only used less than one syringe for me because I just wanted to test. When I just went back in for my consultation just to kind of see how everything was looking, he said, we have a little bit of the syringe left, so you can choose to use that for later if you want. He's like, I can put like a tiny shot and you can see if it makes a difference or anything. So we put a little bit here and here. Because what I usually do with my makeup is I usually take my bronzer and I usually go underneath my jaw anyways to kind of give it more of a chiseled look. And then just a little bit of filler right here to remove that dark shadow that I had under here. And I'll put the before and afters in the video so you guys can see side by side. Again, it's still me. I don't look any different. No one in my family saw any difference. Next thing to note, how much does it cost? I actually asked the clinic when I was there at Peau Montreal if they could give me a little bit more info so I could relay it to you guys. So a syringe of filler is typically around $850 to $900 Canadian dollars. So that's, but what is really cool about it is that you don't have to use it all at once. So we used half a syringe for all of the areas that we talked about. And then when I went in, we used the other little bit that was left. So for Botox, there are different brands that you can get. We went with Botox. That was just what the doctor recommended and what he chose. He said that's always the one that he goes to the most because Botox has been around the longest, is the one that is the most tested, has like really good results. So he generally tends to go with that, but I also have friends who have used Juvederm, and there are a bunch of other brands that you can use as well. Botox is typically $15 a unit, again, Canadian dollars. But there is a minimum injection fee of $250 because it's also for the service. So, and to be honest, I thought like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get Botox. It's gonna be one shot here and we're done. What I didn't realize is that it's actually more than one injection because you're using all of these different muscles. So if you would only inject here, you would still have all of the frowning going on here. So about 4 to 5 shots at $15 a unit. And then for filler, cheeks and cheekbones, that was, I think, half a syringe for both cheekbones. So these are all things that I really didn't know about. I did a ton of research before deciding to go get this. I watched so many YouTube videos. I read a ton about it. I picked up pamphlets. I just really wanted to make a really informed decision about if this was something that was for me. Typically, when you go in, a lot of people will go and get more than one syringe at a time. But because I was really just in a testing phase and I was really apprehensive to looking any differently, we went super, super, super minimally. And I'm really, really happy with those results. I mean, no one in my family knew. That's like the craziest thing. I think that if this is something that you want to get done, it's totally your choice. Like, you know, this was a personal decision for me. Started with the fact that I have always been really, really insecure and uncomfortable with my dark circles. And especially being in front of the camera, like no matter how much makeup I put on, I could never really hide it. So I'm so happy with the way that this turned out. This was something that was totally my decision for me. I didn't tell anyone that I was doing it. It was just something that I wanted to do for myself. So I decided to go to Dr. Khanna just because I really loved their philosophy at Peau Montreal of not changing your face or changing your body in any way. They just really want to enhance your natural beauty. So he said, like, if you want to change your face, like, I am not your guy. So I really respected that. And the really great thing about it is that it's not permanent. So filler, you can actually, if you really don't like it, you could actually go back in and they can inject they can inject you with a solution that dissolves the filler, which is also, so it's not permanent. If you really don't like it, you can go in, get the solution that dissolves, and then gone right away. That's it for this video, guys. I hope that this was helpful to you. I just wanted to be really real and really honest with you guys, as always, about what I got done. So if this is something that you are considering, my recommendation would be to do a lot of research like I did, watch a lot of videos, and I just thought that this video would be hopefully helpful to some of you because these are the questions that I had when I was looking at getting it done. That's it, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.